Hello everyone, Surveyors team here. In this introduction of civil engineering course, we will deliver about our past assignment and its correlation with civil engineering subfields. Our team members consist of Aryo Pradita Putra, Asif Hussein Shah, MD Ashikur UTM, and lastly, Medina Livia Juniarto.
At this time, I will explain about civil engineering in general and some of subfields in civil engineering. Civil engineering is a branch engineering that studies how to design, build, and renovate not only building and infrastructure, but also includes the environment for the benefit of human life. In civil engineering itself has more branch or subfields according to its focus. The first that I will tell you is structural engineering. This is the oldest subfields in civil engineering. In the structure, they are explores how to design and is accompanied by the calculation of the strength of building. We are also required to develop our skill in analyzing possible mechanical failures, because when choosing components in building, this is not like computer that we can immediately repair it or replace it. So because when the failure of this mechanism happen, it can the building collapse and maybe injure the others. And the second one is the geotechnical. It's a branch of civil engineering too that concerning the structure and properties of soil and rocks in its function as a support for the buildings that stand on it. To understand everything that is below the surface of the ground, geotechnics study the retaining walls, foundation, soil mechanics, and various works related to the soil. And if you are focused on these subfields, you will be involved in the field soil situation, laboratory research, excavation planning, rock tunnels, soft earth tunnels, earth dams, rock dams, and many more. In other words, you will analyze the properties of the soils and arrange the soil structure in a suitable and good place to build a building. Next is transportation. In the subfields, we will learn about transportation modeling, transportation system, airport construction, railroads, highway geometry, road construction, to traffic engineering. And being in the subfields, you will be involved in planning to the application of transportation science in human life. The next some subfields will be explained by my friend.
Resource engineering that consists of hydraulics and hydrology. These engineers deal with the design and construction of hydraulic structures. These structures include dams, canals, and water distribution systems. The engineer is responsible for the design of the structure, as well as the implementation and safety precautions that must be closely adhered to when dealing the hydraulic structures. These major specialties consist of hydraulic engineering, river engineering, coastal engineering, and then the groundwater engineering, which hydraulic engineering concerned with the flow and conveyance of fluids, principally water, intimately related to the design of pipelines, water supply network, drainage facilities including bridge, dams, lifts, channels, culverts, storm sewers, and canals. And then going to the river engineering is the process planned human intervention in the course, characteristic or flow of a river with the intention of producing some definite benefit to manage the water resources, to protect against flooding, or to make passage along or across river easier. And then goes to the coastal engineering, the study of the process ongoing at the shoreline and construction within the coastal zone, often directed at combating erosion of coast and providing navigational access. Lastly, groundwater engineering that involves the analysis, monitoring, and often modeling of groundwater source to be better understand how much remain and if the water can be used for example gracia, which are daily reservoirs and irrigation. Now, I will talk about the environmental engineering. Environmental engineering is the civil engineering type, is the study of environment-friendly designs, pollution and air resolution, and sewage management. Many engineers focus solely upon the crisis of pollution and coming up with a solution, as well as determining new and inventive ways for sewage management and other environmental entities. The major specialties consists of ecological engineering, fire protection engineering, sanitary engineering, wastewater engineering, and lastly, municipal or urban engineering. Ecological engineering is the design, monitoring, and construction of ecosystems. And then fire protection engineering is the application of engineering to protect people and environments from fire and smoke. Goes to the sanitary engineering is the application of engineering methods to improve sanitation in people communities. Wastewater engineering is a type of engineering that comes from civil and environmental engineering. A wastewater engineer determines the best way to transport or collect rainwater for human population. Wastewater engineering also deals with the transportation and cleaning of black water, grey water, and irrigation water. Wastewater treatment and reclamation are areas of concern in these fields. Wastewater engineers map out topographical and geographical features of Earth to determine the best means of collection. They use sonar scanning in wells to determine volumes of water that can be used for human consumption. Using these types of data, they are able to provide a means of collection water. After collecting the water, it is their job to transport it to where it can be made available for use. Then lastly, about the municipal or urban engineering, is a civil engineering applied to municipal issues such as water and waste management.
For our first assignment, we have to calculate weight of the building. For this, we have chosen D01 block, which has 2 floors and several rooms. In order to calculate the weight of the building, first we have to calculate weight of the roof, weight of the column, weight of the beams, and weight of the slab. In the end, we sum up all the weights and calculate the total weight of the building. In coastal engineering assignment, we have to resolve 2 problems. The first one is deposition and the second one is erosion. What is deposition? The flow of rivers and the annual flood carries the sedimentation to the mouth of the river, which block the passage of boats. So what is the solution? For the solution, we have to dredge a channel at the mouth of the river. And the second problem is erosion. Erosion of soil causes the loss of land. So for the solution, we have to do reclamation of land by building revetments at suitable location. So for the volume of sand from the channel, first we have to draw a grid on the layout of the survey area. The second, divide the area into simpler shape. Then check the depth of each edge of the cut area, measure from water level. Then calculate an average height of each shape, calculate volume of each shape, and the last total up the volume of the shapes. In our next assignment, we have to discuss about the issues related to geological, geotechnical, and transportation engineering in tropical climate. Geological steps for prevention of landslide. Installation of reinforcing inclusion in the sliding material to help in increasing its resistance to movement. Often closely monitor potentially unstable slope using a variety of traditional and more advanced methods such as ground penetrating radar. Retaining walls can be built to catch limited landslide debris. Geogrids are material for erosion control that ensure the soil capacity to grow plants, reducing the damage caused by heavy rains and wind in slopes and embankments. The next one is geotechnical engineering. There are a number of issues and challenging we have to face in geotechnical engineering, such as fill material and water table, weather condition, emergence of new waste form. Last one is transportation engineering. Common issues faced in transportation engineering are managing proper maintenance of the roadways, handling traffic flow to minimize congestion.
From the K2 group, we choose QC to talk about the last assignment in environmental engineering fields. The causes of the water pollution consist of domestic waste, sewage waste, industrial waste, acid rain, and oil industry. Domestic waste is usually generated by households such as food scraps and bottles, while sewage waste often contains of laundry waste, feces, urine, and become a major problem in developing countries. In addition, industrial waste is generated by industrial processes or manufacturing that might be consist of cafeteria garbage and gravel, scrap lumber, and etc. Then, acid rain that contains of sulfuric and nitric acid that not good for our skin. And then oil industry that comes from the oil spills. These problems really affecting human, animal, and environments. From drinking the contaminated water, decrease in oxygen in water, and then death of aquatic animal, lastly causes the eutrophication. To overcome these things, we can start from compost our food waste, and then we have to grow or buy organic foods. Besides, for the major solution, we have to reuse treated water for the irrigation, reduce air pollution, then find substitutes for toxic pollutants.
Now I will summarize the entrance project. Let's start with the summarization of water resource of any canal area. The main problem of water resource on any local or global descent area, we need the rise in water levels due to the ocean's flow that crosses the river. And this ultimately causes flooding and massive land losses due to coastal erosion and his negative impact on people's livelihood. In order to curb such problems, we proposed performance dredging, which is routine process necessary along waterways. To do this whole project, we can process this some unique steps. 1. A survey was conducted before and after the dredging process was carried out. Second one, the sand from the dredged canal that transferred to the broken part of coast of reclamation. Third, dredgers dredge the canal at the river mouth. Now let's talk about structural engineering, how it works in real world. Structural engineering underpins and sustains the built environment, where structure must be safe, serviceable, durable, pleasing, and economical. It includes the study of dynamic of a structure, its load capacity, design, and economy. When structural engineering are responsible for making creative and effective use of funds, structural elements, and materials to achieve these goals. At the end, let's summarize about transportation and geotechnical engineering, why it's needed and without it what the diversion when happened. Actually, this is core passion of a real civil engineer, and he faced the big obstacle to do the kind of hard job, but finally finish it with a pleasure. Common issue faced in transportation engineering. 1. Managing proper maintenance of the roadways. Privating transportation engineering facilities affect trade roads. Lastly, we can say that without a civil engineer, such kind of hard works for advanced human life cannot be imagined in real at all.